So let's start with the bathroom situation because I know that's a big one for traveler. In central Beijing, there are over 5,000 public toilets. That's about 20 toilets per square kilometer. Unlike Europe, where you might feel pressure to use every bathroom you see just in case, here it's not necessary. In Beijing, just open a map and search toilet. You will likely find one within 10 minutes of walking. What if your phone dies or you don't have internet? No worry, just walk into any restaurant or hotel and polite us to use the restroom. Some people worry that this is a rule or they will be turned away. But in China, especially Beijing, people are pretty friendly to a foreigner. Nobody will force you to buy a drink just to use the toilet. Quick tip, if you ask someone for toilet and they look confused, try saying WC. For some reason, WC work way better here. So if you ever been to country like India or parts of Southeast Asia, you know how Uber drivers there sometimes demand tips or try to renegotiate the fare by phone. That doesn't happen with Didi. And Didi is a Chinese version of Uber. Didi is highly regulated. Drivers aren't allowed to ask for tip, and doing so can actually get them banned from the app. They also can randomly choose their own route, so if they go against the app's navigation many times, they have to explain why to Didi and you. A quick hands up, this only applies to raise your order through Didi. Never hop into a random car on the street without a license or meter. Use the app, stick to Didi. Trust me. So medicine care in public hospital is not expensive. And there's only one price, no foreigner tax. Let's say you catch a cold and want a faster injection treatment. You walk into a public hospital and the whole thing might cost around $30. No foreigner markup, no pressure to go to some overpriced private clinic. And yes, not every doctor speaks fluent English. But in Trip 1 hospital, you will find staff who can help you in urgent situation. You wouldn't walk in a restaurant and suddenly get handed a special foreigner menu with double the price. That might happen in Thailand or Egypt, but not in Beijing. It's illegal and rare. In fact, the real issue is often the opposite. Many restaurants don't have an English menu at all. So if you get an English menu, don't waste time comparing it with the Chinese one. Use Google Translate looking for price difference. Most of the time, they are identical. And in many cases, the scamming is aimed at the local, not you. And if something on your bill doesn't look right, just ask about it politely. Trust me, this isn't one of those action movies where a bunch of guys suddenly stand up and tell you to pay or else. Nope, not in Beijing. I know this might sound crazy to some of you, but walking around Beijing at night is generally very safe. As someone who's lived here all my life, I can count on one hand the number of serious crime to foreigners. Honestly, petty crime is rare, and foreigners are not the first target. Why? Because screaming or robbing a foreigner brings way too much legal trouble. Please take this case very seriously. Of course, keeping an eye on your stuff in crowded area, just like anyone else. But you don't need to hide your cash in your underwear like I did when I visited Italy last year. Yes, that happened. Beijing isn't perfect, but as a traveler, there are way fewer things to worry about than you might expect. It's safe, affordable, and surprisingly tourist-friendly. If you know a few tricks, so relax, explore, and enjoy your time in Chinese capital. So if you want to hear more local tips like this, hit that subscribe button. See you in the next video.